Arden's the perfect place for me to live because I feel surrounded by nature, surrounded by people of like minds and beliefs, yet everybody isn't quite individual in their own. And it's a great community where there is so much that opportunity for you to give back to the community when you live here.
Actually, it's a great place to raise a family. When the kids are running around, I get more kids knocking at my door that are hurt than my own kids. And as a town, we do everything together. We have dinners together, we have plays together, we have fire in the woods together, we have a whole lot of fun. And I chose this lifestyle because I like it. Thank you.
And the real secret to this, if you want to know why I love living in Arden, aside from the arts and crafts aesthetic and the fact that I kind of stumbled into the Georgish aspect. I mean, I grew up knowing about this village because my parents were active in theater and the arts, and so a lot of the people I knew when I was a child lived here. And so when I moved here 20-some years ago, everybody I knew was my parents' generation, and since then I've kind of get to meet their kids and the grandkids. But what was interesting is I really didn't know a lot about the village other than the arts and crafts aspect. But Mike Kurtz, who was teaching for the Henry George School, decided to hold his last time. It was number one, it would come to me to classes, to hold a 10-week course on Henry George. And for some reason, I'd say a group of about 15, maybe 17 of us took the class. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. But we all had such a great time together. We decided, oh, we'll take the next classes too. And eventually, a lot of us really started to get it. And for me, it was, I finally discovered an economic system that suited my moral value system. And so I just actually became a convert overnight. He asked, one night he asked, does anybody want to teach part of the next course? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do the Irish Grand course. And when I stood up in front of everybody and had to talk about this and defend it, it became this. Immediately I got it. I saw the big picture of what this means. And so for me that made me a real convert. But the other thing I like is that, you know, I've been on committees and it's all volunteerism and it's community. It's a community of volunteerism. I mean, almost no one gets paid. And people in the U.S. are the same people. They keep doing the job.
Some of it was needed.
I think that's nice. It's the one thing, wherever you go, the one thing you hear people talk about Arden, although they always think it's a strange place.
He's gone.
He's a community. And as much as a meeting like this can be divisive sounding, where people take sides, when there's an issue from the outside that's really affecting the community, Ardenites show up.
People talk about it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
whether or not they're fighting,
county,
talking.
you know, if there's a county council meeting, and there's something going on that would dramatically affect this village, Ardenites show up. And so from that standpoint, we get a lot done. We have a lot of political pull and a lot of sway, maybe a little more outsized than we deserve for our population, but we're voting. And I think that makes all the difference. And sometimes, you know, the squeaky wheel, you know, does get there. So, but it's a great community. We love living here.